Hey, second grade. All right, we're going to finish up this week of math by looking at the other lesson in our math books. So we're going to be on lesson number 4. This is on page 118 in book 2B. So I'll give you a moment. You can get that out and you can be following along with today's lesson. All right. So we'll take a quick peek at this. There's going to be a little bit of review in here, which I think is a really good thing that we need to go over. Some stuff over on this side we'll spend a few extra minutes on. But we'll go through this side of the page first and look at how we can be comparing different objects and using comparative and superlatives when we're comparing the lengths of 2 different objects, or 3 different objects for that matter. All right, so looking up here, looks like we have a ruler. Not the size of your ruler. This one's a little bit smaller, I think. 3 different objects. We have an eraser, marker, and a ribbon. And it states that the eraser is 1 inch long, the marker is 3 inches long, and the ribbon is 5 inches long. The marker is longer than the eraser, and we can do this by using subtraction. So we can take 3 inches being how long the ruler is, take away 1 inch, which is how short the eraser is, so it's 2 inches. So now we know that the marker is 2 inches longer than the eraser. Another way that we could be doing it is using our count up strategy, right? So we can see how much longer this object is than that object by counting 1 inch, 2 inches. So either way works. You can use subtraction or you can use your count up when you have an actual ruler in front of you. The ribbon is longer than the marker. Using the same idea, right? You're taking the whole length of the ribbon, which is 5 inches, and you're subtracting out how long that marker is, which is 3 inches. So 5 inches take away 3 inches is 2 inches. It is 2 inches longer. So we can look at the marker and the ribbon and count up 1 inch, 2 inch. So it is 2 inches longer. The eraser is shorter than the marker. 3 inches. Worry about that. Baxter found a squirrel in the front yard and he wants to be best friends with him. Anyway, let's get back to the lesson. The eraser is shorter than the marker. So you take the total amount of the marker, which is 3 inches, subtract out the 1 inch, it's 2 inches. So we can say that the eraser is 2 inches shorter than the marker. The eraser is the shortest, which is the superlative, and the ribbon is the longest. Again, the EST, those are our superlatives when we're comparing, not the comparatives, right? All right, let's get into a little bit of review. Some of us have been struggling with this part right here, when we're measuring objects somewhere that on the ruler that doesn't start at the very beginning. And just as a quick reminder on here, I think some friends might be starting at the 1 mark when they are measuring an object. So you can take, like I have my trusty Canadian $10 bill, and just looking at how we're measuring can make a huge difference. In here, I'll put something down in front of it so you can actually see it. There we go. So we have, I think some friends are starting at the 1 inch mark when they're measuring. And they're saying, oh, this $10 bill is actually 7 inches long. Nope. We need to be starting at the very end of the ruler, or at the very start mark of the ruler, right? We shouldn't be starting here. We should be starting here. So our actual measurement is 6 inches. Some of the answers I've been seeing are off by 1 inch. So I'm assuming that we are starting in the wrong spot when we're using the rulers. However, we can measure an object somewhere else on the ruler, not starting at the start mark. We can start at the 2 inch mark. But it all depends on how you do it. So if you're starting here, and we can see the ending measurement is here, this $10 bill is not 8 inches long. By no means, right? 2 strategies. You can use subtraction. We can take our ending mark, 8, and take away our start mark, which is 2. And you're right, we get 6. Or another way we can do it is the count up strategy. So from your start mark, the next inch up is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? I think some of us are struggling a little bit with that, so hopefully this helps a little bit. And we'll do another example in the math book. All right, so now we're looking at the math book. We want to know how long the crayon is. So we're looking at the crayon up here, and we can see that it's not starting at the 0 start mark, is it? No, it's starting at the 2 mark, and it's going all the way up to the 5 mark. Make sure you're paying attention to these dotted lines. It's showing you when you're measuring more than one object, so you can keep track of which is which. So let's use our strategies that we just reviewed. So we can start with the end mark, which is 5, and we can take away the start mark, which is 2. And what's that get? 3 inches. Very good. And that's for 1A. Keep track of the problems that we're doing here. 1A, 3 inches. All right, B, the comb is blank inches long. So now we're looking at the comb. So this is going to be B. Our end mark is 10. And our start mark is actually 4. Don't get confused by those two right there. Make sure you're following it all the way to the edge of that comb. 4. So do that quickly in your heads. 10, take out 4. Should get 6 inches. Right? So we're using subtraction to figure these ones out. Or you could always use your trusty count up strategy by counting up the numbers. So blank minus blank equals blank. The crayon is blank inches shorter than the comb. Now we're comparing the two. So we'll take the length of the comb, which is 6 inches. 6, take away the length of the crayon, which is 3 inches, equals, you're right, you got it, 3 inches. The crayon is 3 inches shorter than the comb. Very good. All right, we'll do this last problem down here. Then you guys are going to have some work on your own. So paying attention to this, I'll flip to a new page just so that we can keep our work nice and separated for this one. So now we're on 2A. Length of the sunglasses is 6, take away 1, which is 5. So we know that the length of these sunglasses right here is 5. They did the 6, take away 1, so it's 5 inches. The pair of sunglasses is blank inches long. We got it, 5 inches. They did the math for us on that one. The length of the leaf. All right, they did part of this problem for us, but not all of it. 5, which is your end. So we'll write that one 5. Take away, we need our start number. 2 equals, do that one. You got it. It's 3 inches. The leaf is 3 inches longer. Oh, sorry, the leaf is 3 inches long, right? Now we want to know the difference between the two objects. So that was B. This is C now. So when we're doing difference like this, what number do you think we should start with? The bigger number or the smaller number? I think you're right. We should probably be starting with our bigger number because otherwise subtraction is just not going to work for us. So we'll start with the longest length that we have, which is the sunglasses, and that's 5 inches. So we'll do 5 inches. Take away the length for the leaf, which is 3 inches, equals, got it, 2 inches. The pair of sunglasses is 2 inches longer than the leaf. Another cool way you could be seeing this as well is look for the difference on both sides of that leaf, and you'll figure out how long it is. So I see 1 inch here that the glasses are longer, and also 1 inch here that the glasses are longer. So the glasses are 2 inches longer. All right. So now you guys are going to be doing some work on page 121 in this book. And I'm also going to be having that, I'm going to screenshot this for you and put it into a Google Doc. So if you do not want to do the answers like this and upload it, you can just put your answers right into the Google Doc. All right, my second grade, good luck today with your lesson and have some fun.